Hello members and welcome to episode 7 of GPL 360. As usual, I'm here with my co-host CEO Matthew Loughnane. Welcome Matt.
Thank you, Nick.
In today's episode we're going to go through the preliminary finals. We're going to address something in the
Guzzlerette.
the Guzzlerata, whatever it's called,
Yep.
and then we're going to go through the grand final preview. In the first prelim final we had the Polishers 171 defeat my team Norfolk and Good 159. Leading from the front were Phil Abbott 36 and Shane Favaloro 36. Glenn Dugdale managed 35, which is pretty good considering it's the worst he's ever played.
Wow.
Ian Stewart had 32 and Grant Keys had 32. Norfolk and Good, the best player on their side was my man Brendan Waddy, 37 points. And after that, not much really, Matt. They only had 7 players, and Doc O'Callaghan, the captain, can only muster 28 points.
That's the point.
So, my team, they've lost in a prelim. You'd probably take that.
To get that from where I thought they were going to finish. So, coming from 7th.
Yeah, and get a little bit better than your team, Hard Yak and that.
Yeah, true.
In the other prelim?
Prelim 2, we had the last year's grand finalists, the Guzzlers versus the Rat Pack. Guzzlers 185 defeated the Rat Pack 172, which is a huge effort by the Guzzlers.
Not many people saw that coming.
No, they didn't. Ed Frost was the best for the Guzzlers with 40. James Wilton 38. Rick Gold 37. Mr. Consistent Terry Poulton 36, and the non-bearded man Mark Hanger with 34. Rat Pack mingling on the green around about lunchtime. It did come across the airwaves that Ross Henshaw would come in the morning
Big
with
score.
41. So Rat Pack were up and about.
And the Guzzlers knew they had to perform well.
They knew that the Rat Pack were up and about at about 12 o'clock with Ross with 41. Unfortunately, other than last year's MVP in the grand final, Don Gross, who had 37, there wasn't too much else from the Rat Pack. So Guzzlers through to the grand final versus the Polishers. Big result.
Massive. Matt, before we move on to the grand final, I just need to address something in the Guzzlerata.
Something to come across your desk, Nick?
Yeah, Sharky ransom note. Now,
Well.
Matt, what is Sharky?
Sharky, for the people that don't know, the Colonel John Nelson, who was the captain of the Guzzlers, has a putter that I'm pretty sure was produced maybe mid-70s, early 80s.
If not, yeah.
Which is a Greg Norman shark at the end of his putter. It's actually the putter head is in
The shape of a shark.
shape of a shark. So
Possibly looks like the worst putter I've ever seen.
horrendous golf club. Yep.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Now, Sharky's been kidnapped.
Wow.
Yeah. In the Guzzlerata, the kidnappers can nick off, inverted commas. I'm assuming that's insinuating that it was me.
Yep.
After that, it says it will be interesting to see if Ada and Elsie, Matt, me and you,
Not sure who's Ada and Elsie.
Yeah,
by the way.
Is that a 1940s reference?
I think so.
Yeah. Can explain their role in this horrendous event.
Yep.
Now, we have two differing theories on what actually has transpired here. My theory is that the Colonel Slab has orchestrated this whole thing himself to band the Guzzlers around him.
That would be giving him a lot of credit.
We'll be giving him a lot of credit,
Yep.
but if he has done that,
Well
he's a genius.
Yes.
Because they've come out and had 185 points. And what do you think's happened?
My theory is a bit different, is that the Colonel and his Mr. Consistent Terry Poulton were playing in a match in the week prior.
Yep.
Colonel had 100 putts, apparently played terrible. Terry is
Sounds about right.
Yes,
Yeah.
on form.
Yeah.
Terry has indicated to the Colonel that there's no way you're using that putter ever again.
Okay, that's smart.
Yep, and subsequently went missing.
Inside job.
Possibly. So again, the other Guzzlers should be getting around Terry, in my opinion, giving him a pat on the back because the boys have got through.
Mind you, what did John Nelson actually have?
27?
Yeah,
28
so
maybe?
Didn't really
Yeah,
work,
true.
but they got the result.
Potentially 3 more than his average though. So.
But the Guzzlers are through.
Guzzlers are through.
Matt, take us through the Guzzlers side. Who have they got in
so
there?
we've got John the Colonel Nelson as captain, Rick Gold, Terry Poulton, Mark Hanger, James Wilton, Ed Frost, Phil Baker, Chris Warren, Michael Davis, and Joe Bonin.
And the Polishers, led by Dr. Brendan, Captain Mad Dog Moore,
Our man.
Shane Favaloro, Rob Simonson, Phil Abbott, Peter Silk, Roger Davies, David Whiting, Grant Keys, Ian Stewart, and Glenn Dugdale.
Yes.
Matt, these two teams have met twice. Once in round 4, yes, twice this year. Round 4 was an absolute cracker. The Polishers got over the line by 1 point, 181 to 180.
Yep.
And in the qualifying final, an undermanned Guzzlers, I think a few of their players were having strategic rests or being managed.
Out on a beach somewhere or a bay or something.
Sinking frothies and doing not much. The Polishers defeated the Guzzlers 182 to 153 in the qualifying final.
Yep.
So, you know, the Polishers have got their measure, you would think.
2 from 2, yep.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think the Polishers, for me.
Too much class?
Yeah, well, you go with your heart or your head. Heart says the Guzzlers. I'd love to see the Guzzlers get up.
The classic underdog.
Classic underdogs, but my head says the Polishers will just be too consistent. Too many good players in their team will get the job done by around about 10 points.
Okay, so solid but not a blowout.
Solid but not a blowout.
Yeah, you're thinking like a 185 kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think Shane Favalora's gone under about 34.
No.
Mad Dog,
Our man.
Mad Dog, bad week last week. We're missing in the prelim.
Managed last week, I think.
Managed?
Yes.
He's going
I
to
think
come
it
out
was managed. Yep. Needed a bit of a rest.
Phil Abbott, if he can get the putter working,
Yes.
will be big.
Will be big. Yep.
And Glenn Dugdale,
He's been consistent, Glenn.
considering how bad he says he's been
going
playing.
and getting 34. So if he pulls one out of the blocks, he could have everything.
And I think Ian Stewart is going to have a massive round.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that my prediction for grand final MVP is our man.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Going to come out massive.
Yeah. With 42-ish.
42-ish?
For the Polishers.
He's going to shoot about 2 or 3 over.
Yep. Wow. And if the Guzzlers, my prediction, if they do win, MVP, I'm going with Mr. Consistent Terry Poole.
Who's you think has orchestrated the whole Sharky heist.
Would be interesting if he pulled out Sharky on the first green and
rolls in a 20-footer.
Yeah. So now who do you think?
In the first episode of GPL 360, for those of you who don't remember,
There's no chance this year of the Guzzlers.
yeah.
I jumped on board on
the
last
2016
year.
finalists.
Jumped on board on
Runners
last year.
up.
They were my team. Let me down. Useless Guzzlers. No chance this year.
Not a chance.
No.
That's got to hurt. So, to the Guzzlers, I apologise for that comment. I congratulate you on being the Survivor Champions, and I'm on you in the final. I think you're going to get it done. I love an underdog. Cinderella story. I think all the guys that played well last week are going to do so again. So, Rick Gold's going to have a good score. Mark Hagan's going to have a good score. Chris Warren managed last week, had a rest off in the prelim. Big call by the Colonel to rest one of his star players in the prelim. He's going to come in, probably shoot about 37, 38. I think the Guzzlers are going to get it done. And I think Mark Hanger, the mud pie, is going to be the MVP. He's going to shoot about 41 points, I reckon.
Okay.
Matt, that wraps it up for episode 7. Good luck to the Guzzlers and the Polishers.
Finalists. Yep.
And go Guzzlers.